Joining me right now is Judiciary Committee Chairman Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. We've been down this road many times in terms of that cabal and how they set everybody up to try to take down Donald Trump. We now know Peter Strzok was critical there. Will you call Peter Strzok to your committee to interview him as a witness, Senator?
Yeah, when the case is over, I'm not going to do anything to interfere in an ongoing criminal case. That'd be unethical. That'd be wrong. But when this case is over, I'm going to ask questions like, why did the field office recommend dropping the case and Peter Strzok and the 7th floor insisted that it go forward? Seems to me there's a tale of two FBIs here. The FBI agents that we all admire in the field office and this hit squad that McCabe and Comey put together operating out of the 7th floor. I want to know why Flynn was being surveilled by the Obama administration to begin with. The Obama administration is surveilling the national security advisor of the president-elect. What the hell was that all about? I want to know why they were looking at manufacturing a crime rather than investigating a crime. The field agents wanted to drop the case. It was the 7th floor at the FBI said, no, we got to go forward. It is now time to understand how the 7th floor operated. I will be all over that. Mr. President, don't give Flynn a pardon yet. Let the system work out. He deserves a new trial, and that case should be dismissed because of prosecutorial misconduct. That's the right answer here.
So do you think he'll be exonerated then?
I think the judge should, in light of this new evidence, dismiss the guilty plea and eventually dismiss the case. We now know in January the 4th, the FBI agents in Washington said there's no there. It was only after Strzok got involved at the direction of the 7th floor the case continued, and this is a process crime. They set him up. I hope the guilty plea is set aside, and I hope the government will join in a motion to dismiss the case. Attorney General Barr is a real hero here for the rule of law, so Attorney General Barr, if he joined in with the defense to dismiss the case, that would be the right outcome. Then I come in.
I've got to tell you, though, I mean, we've been talking about this now for 3 years. And when I first came on the scene and said, look, this is a coup to take down Donald Trump, I got slammed. Everybody out there was just going on this, Russia collusion witch hunt, which was ridiculous. And you told me repeatedly over the last couple of years, as I continued to bring this evidence forth, in February of 2019, you said, I'm going to subpoena Rosenstein, Yates, Strzok, Comey. In July of 19, you said, I'm vowing to do a deep dive. In August 19, you said, we will make sure this never happens again. September 22nd, 2019, you came on this show. You said, we're ready to start calling people. October 29, I'm going to call Horowitz and subpoena. November 19, I'm going to call Horowitz after the findings. You are the only one with subpoena power right now in the Republican Party. We need you to call these individuals down to testify as witnesses. People want you to move on this, Senator. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, but I've told you, and I'll tell you again, I'm not going to interfere in an ongoing criminal matter. This is a rule of law nation. I'm a politician. My goal is to write a report of how I got off the rails, but I can promise you we're going to do it right. I'm not going to jump into the middle of this case, but when it's over, we're going to find out why the Mueller investigation lasted 2 years. We're going to find out what kind of FBI shop was run out of the 7th floor. We're going to find out how you could issue warrants against Carter Page when the Russian subsource told the FBI in January 2017 it's all a bunch of garbage. That's my lane. Durham is a prosecutor. I'm an oversight guy, but I'm not going to interfere in an ongoing criminal matter, period.
Another lane of yours is the China lane. You also have bills coming out to keep China's feet to the fire. They lied and they hid this coronavirus. Now the whole world is suffering. Tell me what you're going to do, and where are your colleagues on the left in terms of partnering with you against China?
Well, I've got a bill that says we're going to put sanctions on China's economy until they cooperate with the investigation about how the virus came out of the lab, if it came out of the lab at all, closing the wet markets that create these pandemics, and dealing with the abuse against the Hong Kong democracy advocates. But it doesn't matter what I do or what Ted Cruz does or Tom Cotton or Marsha Blackburn or Martha McSally. Where is Pelosi and Schumer? We've all got good ideas on the Republican side. The president wants to be tough. Where is the Democratic Party? Don't give China a pass. So to Senator Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, why don't you work with me and others to hold China accountable for killing over 60,000 Americans and having 30 million people lose their job? They're absolutely AWOL when it comes to China accountability. So none of this matters unless you can get Democrats involved.
Yeah, I know, but so far the media is even signing with the Democrats trying to investigate President Trump. I mean, I believe this election will be about China. Most people understand
100%.
what has taken place here, and President Trump has changed the conversation on China.
So look at this. The Democrats have impaneled a group to look at Trump, not China. President Trump's made very good decisions, very hard calls consistently. Not one Democrat has come forward with any idea to hold accountable China for killing over 60,000 Americans by withholding information about the virus and putting 30 million Americans out of work because that's what we had to do to save probably 1 million lives. Not one Democrat has come forward with an idea to hold China accountable. China's the problem, not Trump. Democratic Party, step up. Don't give China a pass.
All right, we're going to keep following you on this, Senator. Thanks very much for joining me this morning. We've got to get more into it with you the next time. Senator Lindsey Graham, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you.